What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Draft Best Ball Championship Show here on RotoGrinders. Britt Devine, we got a little bit of a different crew if you've been watching these all year long. We got John, he's in here, but we brought in the big guns, Chop and Big T. Big T, you gonna win the giblets, or are you gonna lose the giblets to us today?
First of all, it's the giblets, not the giblets.
All right.
But I mean, anytime I can draft with JSU, I like my chances.
Oh, low blow, rebuttal, JSU.
Big T. I haven't even gotten in a draft with Big T. He doesn't even know what's going to happen to him. He's not ready. He's still in he's just coming back. He was in live finals, hanging out with Snoop Dogg, celebrating with my man Kurt Dees. Just.
I got the chills today too. I think I'm still hurting. I'm cold and then hot. I got a jacket on right now. Whew.
You got the travel flu plus the hangover still hanging from Snoop Dogg, right?
Whew, it was a rough couple weeks. I know that much.
Chop, welcome to the show, my man.
Oh man, well, I had to stop watching my Kenny Powers. I was binge watching some Kenny Powers, so I had to put that down.
What about Righteous Gemstones? Did you jump into the Righteous Gemstones yet?
I haven't got there yet. I just started rewatching, but I don't. You guys probably already know what I'm going to do in this draft. Siege has been posting my drafts on Twitter for the last week. Y'all already got me down to a T.
Top secret stuff. You got to keep it on the down low. You can't be giving away the goods, right, Chop?
I don't even know. You guys already know my strategies already.
All right, we're going to jump into this one. I hope my math is good. I'm going to be the sacrificial lamb as the first one into this one. Get in right now. 3 of 12. Everybody jump into this. This thing will fill pretty quick if you want to draft along with us. I'm in. If you guys want to get enough ammunition to play these reasonably well, and you're not too up on best ball, we have our best ball kit here at RotoGrinders. It's $39.99, but this is all costing all of us $25. You get the $25 ticket. So in reality, it only costs you about $15. John contributes to the best ball kit. Along with some other people like Chris Prince, Beer Makers fan, and some others. John, what's the latest update you've thrown in?
John.
JSU. JSU.
Come on, Big T.
What's the latest? Oh, Stevie's in here there. Chop. I mean, I feel like I've already won.
I'm doing the show. I'm in there.
Yeah.
Man, that's a terrible draft position already. Gosh, I'm already going to go take a
anything not top 3 seems pretty sketchy right now because – you got to play the Zeke game. You got to play a lot of other games going along here. But
I got Simon in here. You got to love having Simon in. That's even easier than JSU.
Where's Simon? Oh, PumaCon. NY Jets.
Can I just jump in here and say, Big T, Andrew Luck is no longer the quarterback for the Colts. I just want to let you know that. Don't draft Andrew Luck, please.
Lamar Miller also out, Tony.
I know that Luck's out because at the live final, Siege was telling everyone for 45 minutes, he thought he was Adam Schefter, breaking news to everybody.
I expect nothing less, right? Oh man. I'm probably gonna be left with the Zeke decision here.
He's not gonna play all season. Is it even a decision?
I'm not taking Zeke at 5. Yeah. Does anyone have any other thoughts on this situation?
I'm not taking Zeke anywhere unless it's second round or something.
He'll be back before the first week.
Before the first week, Chop. Okay, I need some action.
He just wanted a little rest.
He's drinking a margarita.
That's how he does. We've known that since college. We know,
I want action, Chop. I want some action.
I'm with Chop, I think.
I'll take some action from you too then.
All right.
He will not be in uniform week 1.
He's got 2 years on his deal. It just doesn't make any sense. It's different.
Why does it have to make sense? He's not exactly a brain surgeon. Why does it have to make sense?
Oh man, he's gonna want some money. Dude's making $3 million right now. Just take the money. He'll end up just taking the money, I think. But
$3 million? You think $3 million matters that much?
No. That's what he's making right now, I think. Isn't it?
Yeah, so that's all he's gonna get paid if he reports, right?
So wait.
I think he's got to accept the deal they're offering.
Breaking news: Cowboys owner Jerry Jones doesn't seem unnerved on a radio interview going right now with a possibility team could start without Ezekiel Elliott.
Why would he be scared?
I mean, it's all negotiation tactics, but
it's a running back.
That's right. It's tactics. Yep.
Chop doesn't care. He's Houston.
Double down, Chop. I like it.
I mean, you gotta go. He's not. He doesn't have any leverage. He can't sit out too long.
He's got the leverage that he's only going to make $3 million anyways.
I don't understand how
he's going to lose $3 million if he sits out.
What's $3 million to Zeke though? Like that's nothing.
Right now,
that's like you making $10 going to 7-Eleven. Like it doesn't matter.
I mean, he hasn't got the big contract yet. But the thing is, he can't even come back next year and get a big contract. Like if he wants to sit out, if they really wanted to hold him over the barrel, they got him for the next couple of years.
Yeah,
but he's in big trouble. He'll goof around, then he'll report eventually here. He might even get a little bit of a raise, but he'll come back. He ain't got.
They're offering him almost like just under top.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get that one right there. If they really did offer him that much money, what is he waiting on, man?
Yeah, I'm
not going to get Todd Gurley money. People are too smart for that these days.
Even Jerry Jones is smart enough. And it's tough too because they play 3 of their first 4 games are almost. It doesn't even matter. It's like stolen to win. So I don't know. If he sits out and hopes they lose and he gets the Emmitt Smith treatment, I don't think that's going to happen this year to him. So well, I don't know. I'm avoiding him for the most part right now. Big T went Kelsey. JSU went Julio Jones. Tony, you got no problem taking the tight end that early?
I take tight ends early every draft. Like I like getting Kittle in the 2nd or 3rd round. Like I like the big tight ends, the top like 4 or 5 guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like to leave a draft with one of those if possible.
I don't love this spot of the draft though. I should be honest about that. Like I don't love that kind of mid range, like 8, 9, 10.
Is this Simon?
Like the end or the beginning. You gotta like the first like 3 picks, 4 picks, and then after that you want like that 10, 11, 12.
Yep. I'm surprised Connor. I would take Connor. I think at this point over. Am I on like Connor Island over guys like Chubb and Dalvin Cook right now?
Yeah.
I almost debated instead of taking Hopkins. I almost took Connor at 1.5 just to get another running back in there.
See, I almost took Cook over Julio.
All right, guys, listen up. At some point here in the next, a few rounds down the road, it's clear Britt's going to try to pair up Hopkins with his quarterback.
Man, JSU.
So somebody take.
Right, I thought you were getting JSU money
early.
I got respect now. I thought for sure I was getting my boy Juju.
Tony was trying to get the number 1 tight end and wide receiver.
That just hurt my feelings. I can't get JSU.
You took Kelsey, so I had to change my strategy.
God, that was a big drop off too. I wanted Juju bad. I don't like any of these other guys.
Michael Thomas going at 2.5. That's a steal, I think.
Le'Veon Bell. Chop's just going to end up with like the all questionable team here.
Oh God, I hope he takes Lev Bell.
Chop, Lev Bell, no.
Why? Like right here, that's good.
He's gonna start up the season. They're gonna ease him in so much. That dude, like Ty Montgomery's gonna eat into his share a ton. I think.
For like a game.
think they actually like him too.
For a game.
Yeah, no, not a game. I think they actually like Montgomery. Like Adam Gase, Le'Veon Bell. He's
Brett gets low. Get him, Brett.
Yeah, no problem. That's easy. Easy money right there. He's like a end of the 1st round pick to me easily.
I'm shocked he's dropped that far.
This is like the first time I've seen him go that far.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
I've seen him in the first round in most of the drafts I've done.
He went like 5th in my one earlier today.
Yeah.
I would never take him. Like I wouldn't even take him right now. Some guys I just don't take. Like I just refuse.
I don't think that's a horrible strategy. You just hope some guys have really down seasons and you rocket up the championship board that way. I don't think that's.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I think if they drop far enough, you take them. But usually they don't fall far enough to where you would take them. Like right where you just took him, I don't have a problem with that. Like that's late.
Yo. What's the deal with Popeyes? Can't have no chicken sandwiches. They can't. What's up?
It's like
is there a shortage of chicken or something?
It's all made up. It's all made up to create hype for the sandwich.
Well, they did it because I can't get my hands on one. And I really
I kind of want one too.
It's new. I haven't been paying. I've seen the hype bullet. They never had a chicken sandwich, and now they have one. Is that it?
I like it. I can't wait to get one.
Yeah, I think that's the deal, man.
Stevie went triple running back.
Sometimes you get have you guys done a bunch like me, like where sometimes you like get stuck where there's just nothing but running back up in these spots to where
Yeah, that third and into the beginning of the fourth round, there's like a lot of running backs. So that's why I do kind of like waiting on a running back for that third round.
This happened to me in the last one we did here. I'm taking Fournette too. All you guys are.
I like that.
I've been getting higher and higher on Fournette. I think he's climbed higher on my board than anybody.
Yeah, I don't really have a team like this so far, but with Bell and Fournette, I think they're a little questionable. But getting them a little bit too late, I think is decent. I like Stevie's team and JSU. We did this the last show we did, where I just kind of got gifted 3 really good running backs to start here. He's got Kamara, Damian Williams, and Kerryon Johnson. If I was Stevie, I'm good on running back. They all have different buys. They're all good enough. I'm good, hoping they all work out for me week in, week out.
You're not going to take even a fourth?
I don't know. I think you can do some strange things in the championship format. I might just take those 2, honestly.
You need at least 4, though.
Yeah, I would take one more, but not for a while.
Yeah.
Is the way I would go.
I've had a few drafts where I literally take 4 like my first 6 picks are running backs, but then you're good. Like, you don't have to take anymore.
Where's Chop? Chop. You took Hilton, too? I actually like – I was talking pre-show. I like I don't know, 3-7, but if Hilton would fall to like the early 4th, I like the price we're getting on the Indy stack now. I have a lot of dead luck lineups from earlier. Their playoff schedule – it works pretty good. They play indoors in 3 of the 4. They play against some horrible teams as well in those. So that their playoff schedule looks good. So if you can get Brissett, if you can get like a Doyle or something in there, I say go for it, Chop.
Yeah, I went for it, man. Now, to address that, do we really think there's that big of a drop off without Andrew Luck? He's a good quarterback. But he wasn't throwing the ball downfield last year. They were all short throws anyway. It's not like and Brissett's no good. Brissett will be okay, and I think T.Y. will be okay because of it. So I'm all right with that.
I mean, I think there's a big drop-off.
I think there's a massive drop-off.
Yeah, I don't think it's even close. And, I mean, especially for guys like Marlon Mack, I think takes, like, the biggest hit too because if you look at his fantasy points when they were – playing with a lead, like, or favored in games, like he had bigger fantasy games. And when they were not favored or trailing, he was really bad. And Nyheim Hines had a higher snap share, I'm pretty sure, too.
Now, the team in general, yeah. But just for, like, T.Y., I think T.Y. will be fine.
I like T.Y. still, too.
I like,
especially now that he's dropping. Like, he's dropping a bunch since the news.
Yeah, the 3-7 I think is probably about fair value. If he drops to like this range, I think I would take him. One guy, I guess we can talk. Melvin Gordon's the other one who I'm just hoping
Gordon would fall back to me right now. But
I'm out. Like I legitimately don't think he's going to play till like week 9 or 10 or something.
I don't think he's going to play all season.
He has to play at some point. I legitimately think he's not coming back. The Chargers aren't going to pay him. I think that's pretty clear. And then I just don't see him coming back and even getting like his role back because they've still got Eckler, Jackson, and a couple.
JSU's put me on tilt. I got to get out of the draft.
I was hoping Montgomery would.
He's put me on tilt. He's too good. I mean, this guy's too good.
Well,
how can I beat him?
He's on the best. He writes all the stuff for the best ball kit.
I mean, he is too good, folks.
Maybe you should start looking at the best ball.
How do I read it? I want to read it right now. Now I got to take some bum because I'm not even ready to pick.
Big T thought for sure he had David Montgomery.
Oh, man. JSU is good. I knew there was a reason he was my hero. I tried to psych him out, trash talking. It didn't work.
Hey, Big T, I like the vest, dude. I like the sweatshirt you got going on there, too.
Yeah, it's a nice little DK.
They only give that to, like, the big timers. Like, you know,
they only give it to the people that lose, like, $40K on live final seats.
Yeah. Yeah, you can make up for it, though.
Oh, JSU is just hurting my feelings.
You know, I think it was.
How do you get that good at drafting? Like, does it take a lot of practice, or I mean, how do you get that good?
I mean, I have done a bunch of these, not as much as Britt though. I don't know, Britt. What do you have?
How many you got?
I'm gonna approach 200 here pretty soon. So
That's it.
Britt's more than doubled.
not the champion. I do a lot of the 12 mans, but I just started. I took a little while off on them. Now I've cranked them back up because if you just play the regular casual ones or even these, right, the casuals are in these far more than ever. So if you were looking to get an edge on, the championship is crazy. It goes on for so long. So to get an edge on those early season teams, right, your fantasy point expectation overall is the highest right now, right before the season starts. And I think we have almost all the news except for Melvin Gordon and except for Ezekiel Elliott. So if you can make some educated guesses on those, these lineups right now will score more points than the average, lineup drafted 2 months ago. So I actually think there's a reasonable edge right now to draft now than there was probably at the beginning of the season too.
Yeah.
Well, did you get the YouTube question in chat, Britt? You need to read that YouTube question.
I did not. Where is it, Chop?
All right, I'll read it since you already lost.
All right.
They're getting mad.
I see it. I got it. So he got. This is just too much. This is like,
that's why I told you to read.
You won. I'll still tell you you won.
Yeah.
But you win on the giblets.
Those are the questions that are just. I don't even have the attention span to answer something that long.
Devin, you know better than to give me that trash too. So tell the people on YouTube to make it better and then bring it back over here.
Oh. Hoop told me he's got like 750 of these in.
I'm really worried on Hoop is just going on these 24/7.
He does a ton of those 4-mans, but 750 drafts total.
That's just on your phone. Living the Hoop life, just always on the phone.
Guaranteed.
My week 10 is not looking good, boys. I got Fournette, Michelle, and Hopkins all out week 10. So
yeah, it's gonna be rough.
all the other guys I want is he got taken.
If I get a pick before JSU this time, he better not pick before me again.
No, you got me this time. You get the pick.
One guy just staring at me again.
It's probably the guy I'm looking at right now.
You can't take him before me this time.
I know.
Well, there goes Watson. I can't get my stack.
That's a shame. Man,
Stop you. I don't know.
I don't know. I gotta take a reach just because I want to make sure I get this guy.
Oh, I like that.
I sense a Kyler Murray reach coming up soon.
I can't reach that high on a QB. I wish I could, but
Kyler Murray. What's the takes on him? I think I gave mine last show. So and Britt, I think you did too, right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah. I'm expecting a pretty good season.
I just got sniped again. I'm having a bad day.
You were gonna snipe my guy too. Floor Mark snipes Tevin.
That is just so tilted.
McKinnon's out. Like he got another flare up. He's gonna probably be out for a while.
He might be out for good.
Yeah.
Eckler, RB1.
Oh, buddy. If Gordon sits out the year, you're in good shape.
I love it. Gordon will not play another snap for the Chargers, Mark.
He's calling a shot.
Oh, there's zero chance he plays another snap for he might get traded somewhere and play, but he's not playing for the Chargers.
I really wanted Miles Sanders, but I have too much week. I can't have everyone on my team be week 10 bye. I think that's detrimental. So I'll throw that out there if anyone cares. You guys can now avoid them.
Stay away.
I'm not messing with Miles Sanders. Draft cheat says no go. The draft cheat says don't.
No go. All right. Well, too much siege and too much draft cheat in your mentions, Chop. You gotta look at the right people.
Those seem to be the only two guys who tweet these days.
There, see.
No, Big T's tweeting. He's out there.
Big T tweet. He doesn't tweet a ton of best ball info though.
Yeah.
I gotta say, our producer, not today's producer, but the Simons team, Chubb, Cook, Miles Sanders, Amari Cooper, OJ Howard. I think he's onto something here.
Yeah, I like it. Chubb and Cook. I like those two picks. Were they back to back too? Was he the?
I think so. Yeah, you get on the turn. That's the only way you're getting those guys. Let's take a look at JSU's team. So he's got White and Montgomery, Juju and Jones. That's a killer wide receiver combo. You got Ertz in there, so you got a nice balanced team going in so far, John.
Yeah, I was trying to get a combination of a Tevin and then one of James White and Miles Sanders, but then Tevin went. Big T would have took him anyways, and then I went White just over Sanders, and now I'm up again, and really don't know what I want to do right now, but I think I'm going to go with this strategy. I do like taking double tight ends if you're someone who kind of gets two running backs outside of, or one running back at like round 3 and then one at round 5, and you have already one top tight end, doing like another top tight end and getting that position like secure is a strategy I like a lot.
Yeah, I was hoping.
You've been studying my game, JSU. Like everything you say is what I do. I love 2 tight ends up top.
Dude, come on, we're both sharp, so we obviously think alike. Let's go.
That's literally what I try to do. I don't even mind getting like OJ Howard as my second guy, like going way up for
OJ
2.
Howard. I love OJ Howard.
You can get so many cheap receivers late and just take like 1 million receivers.
Yep.
When you got those 2 tight ends locked, it's just so nice knowing you don't have to even think about tight end again.
It's the worst when you miss on one of those like top like six
It makes
or
the
so,
team
and then
so
you're
much
looking
worse.
at tight ends, and you're like, this team looks so much worse with these guys. Like
Because it is like it's
Jordan Reed and like all these other guys like at the bottom. It's rough when you get those.
Jordan Reed will be good for the 5 catches he makes, and on all 5, he's going to.
You did not just take another Week 10 running back.
I did. I had to. I'm not going to pass up Duke Johnson.
You got 3 Week 10 bye running backs.
That's fine.
You just literally said I'm not taking any more Week 10 guys.
I didn't want to, but I want not passing up Duke Johnson in the current state of that.
I would have much rather Miles Sanders than Duke Johnson.
How are you going to win a league with 0 points in Week 10?
I mean, I'm still going to get points. I still have. Let's see. Who else is in there?
You got like one other dude.
I got Le'Veon Bell for sure, and then I'll get another one in there. Don't worry. I got a plan. Not really. I normally don't like it. This is probably one of my only best ball teams that looks like this, but I just feel I got too good a value on some of these guys that dropped to me. So.
What about when Melvin Gordon gets traded to the Texans?
Oh, Heartbreak City, Duke.
No one's trading anything of value for a running back and then has to sign them. It just doesn't happen, and that's never happened.
Yeah, but the Chargers don't want anything. Like, give us a freaking tank of gas. Well, you take him off our hands.
That he is not going to end up in Houston. I can almost guarantee that. Oh, Breda. I was hoping I would get Breda. He was my next target. So who sniped me? Ski Basher.
It's kind of early, I think, from Breida. That's the earliest I've seen him go in these drafts.
7th round is crazy.
The hype train starts rolling. You see Silva make a couple tweets, and he starts going 4 rounds earlier.
Yeah, Breida can't stay healthy, man. They're gonna have trouble, man. If Tevin can't stay healthy and they have Breida, like, they better hope Tevin Coleman stays healthy, because Matt Breida will not stay healthy for, I don't even think 10 games he'll stay healthy for. You might get 7 or 8 out of him.
Oh man, every single player I want's Week 10, so I'm gonna take Latavius Murray.
You might as well just keep it going now.
I gotta get a running back in a different bye week. I'll take Murray. That's just the Saints. Just they run, and then they run some more, and then they still run. And I think he's not Kamara, but even at 35% of that Saints.
Dang it.
You wanted Green? You wanted the all?
Yeah, I wanted that AJ Green bad, but
he's still riding around in a scooter. Week 3, best case.
Give him a few weeks off. I have 3 receivers who could carry the load till then, and then you get a first-round receiver way down here, but that didn't happen. So now I'm in the weeds. We might as well go for the double stack there.
You better get Kyler Murray on your next pick.
Go for it, man. Go ahead and block me if you want to.
You should be able to. There's a lot of quarterbacks still available. Let's look at Big T's team. So Evans, Robbie Anderson, he's dealing with some injury, something going on right now. Tyler Lockett, Godwin, Kelsey, Big T. You got the 0 running back team. Was this your plan? Is this how you like to play?
I mean, I go different I literally don't. So, sometimes I said I take 3 or 4 running backs early. It just depends on how it goes for me. I'm not like set in my ways.
Mm-hmm. You're up here too. 5 seconds.
Alshon.
I like Alshon.
Yeah, sometimes I like my teams better, I think, when I get 3 running backs early because all these late receivers, I think, have at least a little upside as long as you stack.
Yeah, how it goes right now is by the 15th round, there's no running backs left.
Literally none.
Even by the 16th round, there's no tight end really left anymore. But there's a plethora of wide receivers and quarterbacks you can still choose from. So,
and the receivers can have big games. Like wait till some injury. Yeah, I think it's way better to go that way.
Let's see what's Simon. I bet Simon goes. He's going to double tap receivers here. I bet.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, and I forget too. Don't forget you got to hit JSU with the poop emojis too on every pick. That's the key. Is you tilt your opponents with a poop emoji.
I never knew how to do that until you showed me.
I still don't know how to do it.
Yo, how do you do that?
So click on Curtis Samuel, and then you get a list of things you can put on Curtis Samuel.
Do they know who did it to him?
No. Who's doing the eggplant?
Big T wants everyone to know he's doing it.
Yeah, no, I haven't done it yet. I need to though for Simon.
No, I'm saying you want them to know you're
I do want them to know. Yeah. Yes, you're right. Yeah. Like when they snipe my quarterback after I already got the 3 receivers, I want to fight them.
All right, I better start looking for a stack here. I can't get a Hopkins and to Watson. You fools better not take Matt Ryan. I'm going to tell if you guys take Matt Ryan on me.
I will never take a quarterback if I don't have any of the receivers.
I'd let JSU. He's got Julio Jones. If he wants to do it.
No, I'm not doing it. But
all right. Anyone else? I'm gonna tell.
Guarantee I won't be the one taking it.
Chop will waste his $25.
Chop.
What do I need to take? I didn't know. I'm still trying to figure out how to do the emoji thing.
There goes Wentz. I like Wentz. That Eagles with Jeffrey. The Eagles offense, look, to me,
they're loaded.
It just looks unstoppable.
Yeah, they are going to be unstoppable. They're loaded. That's part of the problem, though, too, right? They got way too many. They got so many good guys.
Oh,
it's
man.
the problem for, fantasy. You get, they have so many options. I think Aguilar, too, is someone everyone's forgetting about, and he's going to be used a ton. Wentz loved him when he was, starting. He threw to him a bunch. I don't get why he's going, in the very late, 17th, 18th round.
I like guys like that in best ball, too, because you don't have to decide. They're just in there. So when he has his big weeks, you just get him.
If this dude takes Matt Ryan, I'm going to go ballistic. There's literally no reason for him to take Matt Ryan.
God, I hope he takes
All right, he didn't. I'm going to take Matt Ryan.
I should have taken him just for fun.
No, I got to get some stacking here. I like it, too. Atlanta, 13 of 16 games indoors this year. What more can you ask for from your, your quarterback in fantasy this year?
Getting a lot of emojis on that Matt Ryan pick.
Yeah. Let's get some more. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Look at that.
You can give yourself one?
Yeah. You can do whatever you want. I wish they had other emojis, but they limited it. Geronimo. That's what when I saw Simon take Aaron Rodgers, and I feel like if he was going to take Aaron Rodgers, he should instead of Samuel, he probably should have taken Allison, in my opinion. So Simon, if you were out there, I don't think Cam's going to get back to you. I'm hoping you have some form of a stack lined up. But
some people don't like to stack. I've noticed a lot of people don't like stacking.
I think you got to give yourself that upside possibility. I think some people go too crazy on stacking and take the whole team. I think that really kills your week to week upside. But I think having some form of a at least one or two things correlated makes sense.
Imagine like last year though, if you just took all the Chiefs. All the Chiefs were cheap last year too. Like you would win your league, right?
Yeah, Pat Mahomes was going in like the double-digit rounds, like.
And like no one, I mean, people knew they were going to be a little better, but no one thought they were going to do what they did.
Yeah. Anyone doing Week 16 game stacks for fun? Eagles, Cowboys, Seahawks, Cardinals, Packers, Vikings. Anyone playing that route?
I've definitely looked at it. Like the problem is you got to get there, but you never know. Like if you get there, you're going to be a big favorite. So I don't know. I'm all about trying different crap too. Like give yourself a bunch of different bullets.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of ways you can go about trying to take this down.
For sure. You need to play all upside though. Like you're trying to win this puppy. You're not trying to win whatever. You're not trying to win a normal league. I think you should do crazy stuff too. Don't just draft straight down the ADP. Like you're not going to win it doing that.
Grills, you better not take my boy Hooper. All right. I got my Matt Ryan, Calvin Ridley, Hooper stack. I'm good. Falcons Week 16. Now they host the Jaguars. Let's pray for some injuries, boys.
You never know by Week 16 too. Like some teams have quit by Week 16.
Yeah, that'll be the Jaguars.
Or could be coasting and already clinched the division. You never know. I actually think the Jaguars win that division. I don't know with luck. Like
I got the Texans for sure.
They're the ones who win. Texans they're going to demolish that offensive line. That defense is strong.
Kyler, get him, Chop.
Got him.
Get him, Chop.
Chop's got a nice upside team as long as Zeke plays.
Jared Jones just said he's going to play on Twitter.
Right now?
Lock it in.
You're lying.
Jared Jones just said,
this is fake news.
Quote, we're missing one, but he will be here, and I'm not joking.
Oh, yeah, here it is. This is true. It just came through. This is the crowd at Cowboys Stadium. These are not Chop facts. This is real.
I don't make up facts, man. I just give it to you straight.
I mean, he's going to get on the field at some point, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's week 1, but I guess does week 1 in the long run of this? Sure, it might hurt you like 5 or 6 or 7 points, but that's not going to hold you back if he just misses 1 week. Oh, I like Simon Prescott to Michael Gallup now and Amari Cooper, so he's got himself a nice little Dallas stack there. Thinking Zeke maybe sits out a little while. He's taking.
I'm talking about going up too. Like go up and get Gallup and like just lock up your stack.
I thought Simon was self-excluded. What's he doing in this draft with us?
Yeah.
Come on now, Simon.
Did you see there was a thread on Twitter? What would you do, Chop, if you woke up in the morning and your wife had self-excluded you from DraftKings for 5 years?
Man, I don't know.
Right? Like what? Oh man, like I don't know. That's what would you do, Tony? If all of a sudden she was like, Tony, I figured out you could self-exclude and you're spending too much time on your phone, and I excluded you for 5 years from all the fantasy sites.
I mean, she would never do that to me.
I know, but like it's just.
Oh yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be.
Just. Oh man.
I'd be hurting.
Yeah.
The better question is like, what would you do if you just literally couldn't play? Like they just, for whatever reason, you just can't play anymore. Yeah. Like, well, I don't know. If they told me tomorrow, like you can never gamble on anything again, no matter what. Like, no, I don't know what I'd do. Like, what would I do with my time?
I got to start taking some.
I'm glad I don't have to worry about that. No one's excluded me.
No one's excluded.
I think I'm going to take some Tyrell Williams. The one good thing about week 6 buys, there's not a lot of them, so he'll cover some of those week 10 flexes for me. Hopefully.
What's the biggest buy? I haven't even looked at that. What's the biggest buy weeks as far as teams?
It's all like 10s and the 9s and the 8s. So if Miami's like week 4, so if you need a fill in, you want someone to fill in that's cheap that also gets you. Or Miami's 5, and I think the Jets are week 4. Are the Jets week 4? Yeah, the Jets are week 4. So Jets and Dolphins, if you add them, they're usually cheap, and they fit in to some of your other lineups when a lot of your other guys might be on bye. So I was considering taking Pollard. I just didn't need a running back, but I don't see Is Pollard, if Zeke's back, is Pollard useful?
No.
I'm going to say no.
Yeah, no, probably not. Even though, I think he's definitely talented. Like, he could be used a little bit.
But it's what, 5 to 6 touches a game? It's just, I just don't see much with Zeke back, especially if Zeke gets paid.
Stevie taking Big Ben. There goes that one.
Oh man, I can't wait to get. I already know who I'm taking my next pick. I got two targets. I'm expecting one of them to be there.
Who you got? Because none of us draft in between now and then. Who are you going to take?
There's just people watching, right? We can't give away the 80.
They're not watching this. Those 3 people ahead of you aren't. We need to know who you want to take so we can actively root against it. So we can root against.
So we can actively root against it.
I'm looking to take Lamar or Russell Wilson for sure. There goes Lamar.
Oh, buddy. Come on, Stevie. If you've ever. Oh, man.
Grills is going to take Wilson here for sure.
Oh, man.
He doesn't have a quarterback yet.
He doesn't have a single quarterback?
No.
Oh, man. It's tough if you wait too long at quarterback. You got to get at least one.
What? There's still Breeze, Wilson, Kirk Cousins. Like, there's still.
Does that mean you don't have one? Is that why you're defending?
I don't have one. Yeah, I don't have one.
I'm going to take another one then.
Take it. All right, let's see here. I think. You know what?
Grills isn't watching. He disregarded everything we said anyways. He didn't take a quarterback.
I'm gonna not do it, I think. I need some more receivers. I need a couple good receivers. And Anthony Miller's back. I liked him last year. If he's going to be healthy, I like him in that offense.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like Anthony Miller a lot.
Jordan Reed, very risky. I don't think I'd take Reed at all anymore. Does anyone? He just had his clock clung so many times.
7 concussions documented.
Yeah, that's like what, 20 in NFL?
I mean, that's a messed up dome piece.
Yeah, that's like a couple hits. Any hit can be another concussion.
It's like what happens when JSU tries to check me on the court.
That is definitely not what happened, actually. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I was standing tall. Well, not that tall. I should have used a different choice of words, but you know what I mean. I was standing after. Big T tried not to bully me too much.
The Charger stack. So this is I don't like this, Big T. What are you doing here?
I only need 2 running backs, right? So I locked up one. That's one, right? I got one running back. I only need one more now.
JSU.
I already got my receiver. I already got everything else set. I'm going to stockpile running backs now.
Yeah, but you got 2 on the same.
Yeah, but that's one running back.
Yeah, but like if Eckler's scoring a touchdown, Justin Jackson ain't scoring.
I only need 2, right? I'm already going to – one of my other guys isn't going to count anyways.
All right. We'll see.
I don't like I don't always have to handicap, but on this team, I like it.
Me and JSU had this discussion last show. You like running backs the same team on certain circumstances, JSU?
Yes, I do. There are absolutely teams out there who run enough plays, like the Baltimore Ravens, who we talked about last week or whenever we did the show, where they're going to run, almost 70 plays. Like, they're going to run the ball a ton. Justice Hill and Mark Ingram could easily get theirs in that offense. Like, there are definitely teams like that.
Well, I get what Tony's saying, and I agree with it because I've done that before in a couple of the drafts. But, like, you're in best ball. We're not worried. DFS, we don't need this to be, like, taking both of them on the same roster. This is best ball. So you lock up both of them like you did, and then you just pray for that one big week from one guy, and then you got another guy somewhere along the way who fill in for your second running back. So I like that. I've done that with McCoy and Singletary before.
I like it because it guarantees me one running back.
Yeah, unless somehow Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, if he comes back, I'm not worried. If he comes back, I'm screwed anyways. Like,
yeah, it guarantees you a running back situation though. Like,
And Melvin can get hurt too. Like he doesn't want to play anyways. He could come back and pull a hammy or fake a hammy, anything. Like I'm good with it. And you guys just let me get my boy Godare or whatever his name is.
Godare. I like that with Kelsey because, I mean, you're always going to be scoring with Kelsey, but Goddard gives you theoretical upside. If Ertz goes down, I mean, you could just have some massive whatever, and you've already got
the
the
tight ends, right? Am I right about that?
You got the whole Philly stack going too,
and the Tampa Bay stack. You guys.
Oh my God! How do you get my whole? I got sniped on Sanu. This was like one of my players. I was definitely going to try.
Should have gone up and got him.
Well, I'll go with Trubisky and get my Trubisky to Anthony Miller going on here.
That's going to be a powerhouse.
Well, hey, Trubisky won the Millionaire Maker like 3 times last year.
Yeah, he'll have spotty weeks. He'll have high ceiling weeks, and then he'll have low weeks for sure.
Let me see. Week 16. You know who the Bears play at home week 16, boys? Kansas City Chiefs.
Like it.
The problem is
they had the other 15 weeks.
He probably won't be seeing the light of day in week 16.
I mean, the Bears are going to be competitive. That's going to be like
I like Trubisky. Sure.
That's a premier game. Sunday night.
How come draft doesn't take out the guys that are dead like Lamar Miller?
Why should they?
Seriously, Andrew Luck.
I mean, it's just annoying that they're on there. Like,
not to me.
No.
You need some form of punishment if you miss your pick.
I missed my pick at lunch earlier and got Cam. It hurt my feelings.
That's fine. That's like a blessing in disguise.
That's not bad. What do you mean?
Bad for me. I want a guy that actually can throw the football.
Oh no! Didn't you hear? He fixed his throwing motion. He's fine.
He did. Okay. Oh.
The wide receivers are all looking pretty iffy at this point in time.
Devin Funchess is still out there.
Like I said.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Looking pretty iffy. I'm really tempted to go away from the ADP, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to take Goodwin. I think he's locked into.
I better get this Isabella.
Oh,
you shouldn't have said that before this guy. Oh, he didn't pick him. Oh, man, I was sweating bullets for a minute.
Isabella looks like he's not even in 3 wide receiver sets. I know there's all this talk could run a lot of 4 wide receivers, but he's not even on the field in their 3 wide receivers.
Yeah. Oh, because the preseason, they're just trying to save the weapons, man. You guys in your preseason, man.
I agree with Chop.
I also don't think you haven't seen. It's very clear the Cardinals have kept their offense completely under wraps. If you ask.
Yeah, they haven't shown anything.
No,
it's all right. It's still. I still think it's wrong to be drafting Kyler ahead of like guys that he's been going.
Cam or Wentz or all these other guys.
Wentz, Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan. If Mahomes didn't exist last year, Mahomes had the second best fantasy season of any.
Matt Ryan. Yep.
Yeah, Ryan had an amazing season. And I don't see
running backs bad. What running back do you guys like in this spot? All these crappy guys.
Lamar Miller.
He's still on the top of my list. If I miss a pick, I'm going to get him.
I'd almost
Harris.
Get you Ty Montgomery just to mess with Brett when Le'Veon Bell gets hurt.
I would this is why I would almost like forego everything and take like C.J. Anderson, Ty Montgomery, Chris Thompson, something like that. Like none of these guys really interest me here. Someone's going to draft them all, though.
What do you think of Damian Harris, JSU?
I mean, I like him. I think he's super talented. I think there's no way Sony's making it through all 16 games with that knee issue. I think they'll also kind of ease him in, too. So I think Harris will see some work in the beginning of the season as well. But if Sony goes down, like he's the next guy up. It's not James White. Like James White is going to get his no matter what. He's going to get his, 50% of the snaps and they'll run some 2 running back sets too. So I just really think like Damian Harris he's going to be valuable, especially in the 13th round, end of the 13th round. If Sony goes down, like Patriots are running the ball a lot now. So That's
the golden rule too. That the cheapest Patriots running back, except you don't. Yeah, that's Rex Burkhead in the 18th round.
Yeah, I don't know. They drafted this kid. They want to play him. He's going to play over him.
Yeah, Styles and chat. He knows Chris Thompson is. I would, if you need a running back, I would jump up and get a Chris Thompson. I would take him over Ty Montgomery and C.J. Anderson.
I got major issues going on. Whew, I got no running backs. I'm hurting.
Yeah,
you're hurting for certain.
I love my team though. If I can somehow connect on a running back here,
I would go 7 wide receivers, and I would just hammer running back like the rest of the way. There's some interesting. You got.
I like all these receivers.
Darrell Williams, Gus is going to get his, Jalen Richard, Chris Thompson, C.J. Anderson. You can make some crazy things work.
And I kind of like running backs. There always ends up being guys later in the draft to where if I somehow hit a guy late, I got a big edge, I think. Problem is if I don't, I'm going to not have a chance, but we're trying to win.
All right, Hawk went. I'm going to give you guys a top 12 tight end on the year. You ready? Jack Doyle.
Okay.
I like Jack Doyle. If you're waiting this far into the draft and he's still there, I think he's the Colt. And actually, I wrote this up in the best ball kit, but I think he's the
smart man
with some value who you can get late in the draft. Britt just got him at 14.8, and he was Brissett's favorite target when Brissett played all those games back in, I think it was 2017. He had 80 receptions, or something like that. So, I mean, he's the guy who he's going to look for, especially in that short to intermediate, range routes. So I think Doyle's the guy who I like, and it seems like you're on with me, Britt.
Yeah, it lines up perfect too, because tight end is basically completely trash after that. And that receiver, I do like Adam Humphries a little bit, that Ski Basher just took. But wide receiver, to me, is the dead zone. I'm going past the dead zone. I'm going down in ADP to get the rest of the guys I think I want at receiver.
This is definitely the point of the draft, right? Where we're going wherever we need to go to get our guys.
Anything goes.
Yeah, you can go as deep as you want right now.
Whoa, Big T.
I like going deep. There's nothing wrong with going deep.
That's for the wood show on Sunday.
Am I supposed to save that for Sunday mornings?
Yeah, I'm going to take Boykin, who looks like the wide receiver 1 in Baltimore.
I don't know about wide receiver 1, but he looks good.
Yeah, I mean, Brown's going to have those, Marquise Brown definitely going to have some weeks where he catches, has big plays, but Boykins might be the most consistent receiver on that team.
Boykin's been tearing it up. He's just as athletic, if not more, than Marquise Brown.
The separation Brown was getting in college was absolutely ridiculous.
All right, I'm going to take a look at my team. So I got Ryan Trubisky. I got my running backs. I've got Hopkins to theoretically almost score for me every week. Calvin Ridley, and then I'm just playing best ball wide receiver the rest of the way. Where's Stevie? I see Stevie in here. Let's find Stevie's team. All right, guys. Open up Stevie's team. Roethlisberger and Stafford. He's got Galladay, Jones, and Kerryon Johnson. So we went all in on the Lions. Has anyone else gone all in on the Lions this year?
He might be the first.
He might be the first. But hey, unique lineup construction means something. And I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I think the Lions play indoors. I think their schedule's halfway decent. I kind of like Stevie's team. I don't know if I would have taken Eifert, but I understand what he's doing there. You got Josh Gordon. The Josh Gordon hype has definitely jumped the shark for me. I got a couple, I'm probably still underweight from my early ones, but there's no way I'm paying the high price now. JSU, you got a thought? You write anything up on Gordon, the best ball kit?
Yeah, I mean, for this specific tournament, I would be staying away because most of the people were getting him in the 18th round. 17th round before this. So, like, it makes no sense for you to take him in the 6th round in this particular tournament. I just don't get it. Like, I don't understand it. For me, I was someone who wasn't drafting him in the 18th round in this tournament, so I'm not going to start taking him in the 6th, 7th, 8th round. That doesn't make – it's the same argument with, like, Tyreek Hill. Like, I didn't think he was going to be playing football, at least for the first 4 to 6 games or even longer than that, and then he gets no suspension apparently, and – I missed out on that because I was wrong, but I'm not going to start taking him now.
Yeah, I think the
I
price
love him. He's like one of my favorite, like as a football player, he's like was one of my favorite. I drafted him almost every week last week, so it just kind of stinks, but what can you do?
Yeah, another year older, right? But, still sort of in the prime, but he's just, I don't know, if I gave you 50-50 odds, does he play every game? Does he get suspended again? I mean, he hasn't finished a season, I think, since like 13 or 14. It's a little risky. You got to take some risk, I think, in these.
Yeah, are you talking about Tyreek Hill?
No, I'm still on Josh Gordon.
Oh, Josh Gordon. Were you taking him in the 18th round?
Well, I'm probably underweight, right? I have a couple shared, but I play 200 of these stupid things, right?
Right. I'm just saying, like, in this particular tournament, I wouldn't do it. But in others, you could. I mean, people are drafting him, though, like he's Josh Gordon from 2013, like when he had that one big season. And
he was still on the crack. You got to get him back on the crack.
He's not that guy anymore. And the Patriots run the ball a ton. They spread the ball out to all different receivers. They throw it to the running backs a ton. Like, he's going to be used for big plays, really, and that's about it. So, and
are we sure he's even going to play?
I mean, I think he will, but the short and intermediate routes, those are the running backs and Edelman. Like, they have those. So he's used for the big deep balls, and I just don't see them throwing a ton of those to him.
Yeah, I see the Patriots, right? They get up because their schedule is a cakewalk. They get up in some of these games, and it's Michelle, it's some dump offs to White, limiting the possibility of Brady getting hit. It's Damian Harris. It's Julian Edelman, not these deep, long, evolving plays to Josh Gordon. Of course, he'll get those and, to start the game once or twice, but I just see the Patriots play really smart and make sure Brady doesn't get hit at basically all costs this year. Anunwa, Stevie got my guy. I was going to go for him. I took Keyshawn Johnson, the real wide receiver 3 for Arizona. I got him in the 16.8. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Chop, was he on your radar for your stack?
No, he's not. He's not as good as Isabella.
All right. I wasn't even gonna target Taylor Gabriel, but I think I have to. I got to get more Chicago stack here, so I'll go with that. And I'm going to close out with a bajillion wide receivers here at the end. So
Stevie takes Aguilar in the 16th round. I like that, Stevie.
Let's go back to Chop's team. We'll take a look at his to close it out. So Chop's got Murray and Josh Allen. I don't see any Buffalo targets, but is that really necessary? I'm not really too sure. He's got Zeke, but Mixon, Ito, Madison, Malcolm Brown. So outside of the top, he's going to have to probably hit on one of those 0 RBs to probably work for him. The receiver core looks pretty good, solid, basically everywhere. Nobody less than what I would consider a wide receiver 2 outside of Isabella. You got Cook, Fant, and Ricky Seals-Jones, so some interesting targets there. You got a shot, Chop.
Yeah, I got a shot.
We all do.
Turn it? Big T's turn? Oh,
Big T. Yeah.
You didn't take Jeff Swami? Come on, man. You gotta take Swami, Jeff Swami. He was still on the board, tight end.
The Swam?
The Swami. He plays with Nick Foles now.
Does he really?
Yeah. Swami.
I might have to give me a little big dick.
Where does old Rico Gathers play these days? I know the Cowboys cut him.
Someone scooped him up, didn't they?
Gathers is on. Is he on?
I can't remember.
I want to say the Browns.
Can't be the Browns. I'd have been excited about that.
I think it is.
Really?
Let's see here. Good thing I got the Google machine.
That'd be a sweet little pickup.
Is DB in this draft, or is DB drafting for Simon? Because Simon took DJ Chark at 16-1, and I was looking for him at my last pick, just up.
Yeah. Rico's on the Browns.
Oh, I like that.
Kiddo Rico.
I might have to take him right now.
Trying to move up in the world.
Got to reward him for that donut he got us on Thanksgiving.
God, he's terrible, man.
I know. I'm really surprised Gesicki's still here as a tight end. It seems pretty clear I know he was horrible last year, but there's all these things going to be happening to Miami possibly in trades, and based on the preseason with the starters, he's like the guy at tight end. Where's Simon's team? Someone wants to see Simon's team. Simon is finished. Oh, Kumaro late. Here's Simon's team. So he got Green Bay. I guess Kumaro's part of his Aaron Rodgers stack.
Go for it, man. Why not?
He's got Howard and Herndon. The only thing about Herndon, right, he's suspended those first 4 games. You just gotta hope Howard scores 10+ every week for you. Now he might, but you're kind of limiting yourself a little bit at tight end. I think I might have took an extra tight end to cover myself there. He got Dar Agwinbale, who's like all the rage here, is like your 17th round as the pass catching back from Tampa Bay. I think Simon he has too many running backs. I would have cut off one of those guys and got another wide receiver.
Yeah, with Chubb and Cook, I mean, he probably didn't need to take Sanders. I like Sanders. Personally, I like Miles Sanders a good amount, but he could have probably went somewhere else, like wide out, if he wanted to. But I still like it. I still like his team a good amount. Michael Gallup, I love Michael Gallup this year. I think him and Dak have a little more chemistry together, and I think that could result in a lot more touchdowns for him.
Another week 10. My week 10 is going to be tough, but I think I covered it. And wasn't really sure how my team would turn out, but Devin, no surprise, I like my team at the end. Where's let's see, who else we got? JSU. I got your team pulled up here for the people. Give me some thoughts on your team.
Yeah. So I mean, I kind of lost out on Roethlisberger in my Pittsburgh stack, but I made up Wilson, and I kind of like Nick Foles this year. I think teams are going to force them to kind of throw the ball more and put them in more passing situations where he's kind of forced to throw, and I think he's good. Like I think he's better than I feel like what a lot of people are valuing him at. And so I kind of like that. And I love D.D. Westbrook in that offense. I wanted to get DJ Chark at the end, but settled with Conley because Chark was gone. The running backs are where it's kind of iffy. I took, I like Montgomery and White, but after that it's, kind of a toss up. I got Justice Hill who I'm high on and think he'll play a good amount, but you never know. And then Penny and Bernard. So we'll see.
Big T's got stacks on stacks here, Tony. So Tony's
all I
been
do is draft stacks.
Tony's been paying attention here. Go over what you got.
Yeah, so I mean, every draft I do, I want to double stack as much as I can. I got Philly and Tampa, full stacks, as many as I can get. Obviously, I suck at running back, but if I can just connect first of all, if Gordon sits out, which I think he will, I got one running back, and I just need to somehow get lucky on another one, and I like my chances.
Yeah, that's good. And then Chop, your final team, you went with Arizona. Give the people your thoughts here.
I just wanted to load up on the Arizona pass game in this draft. I like to make sure I get a couple good running backs. So I made sure I got those guys early. And I feel, hopefully somebody gets injured in the other one. I think Ito Smith has got the most likely chance to. That guy in front of him is really fragile. So Ito comes through. I don't mind. I like the pass catchers outside of the stack. They're all right. So I don't know, man. You just got to survive in advance and then hope to get a little lucky those last couple of weeks.
All right, guys, join the championship. I think now is a perfect time to play. Don't be concerned about those earlier teams, your actual fantasy point expectations. I've seen a couple charts on Twitter. In the long run, the average team drafted now scores like 100 to 200 more points than the average team scored, when these things first started. Even though they might have Tyreek Hill and they might have Duke Johnson and all that, there might be one like really good team, but one they still got to get there. And overall, you are armed with more information now than you ever will be. So don't be afraid to jump into these. I really don't think there's any sort of edge to those earlier teams. I actually think drafting right now is a pretty good time. We're going to get out of here. Thanks to Chop, Tony, and JSU for joining. I'm Britt. Thanks to all you for watching, and we out, y'all.